Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Forever Stranded. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing amazing. So in between episodes, I have been doing a ton of resource collection and I have set up a couple more things here. So of course I've got my auto placer and block breaker here with a hopper underneath dumping into a chest. We currently have nothing in here because all of that stuff has been put into this small storage crate. And yes, concrete, and more concrete. So we've got tons of concrete ready to go because I have finally finalized my design for the base, and it is not going to be what I thought it was going to be. So I tried in my creative world on countless occasions to actually build the base like I wanted to, with it starting out narrow, kind of curving in and then curving back out into a large, like a, well, kind of like a tree shape. But I just couldn't get the detail that I was looking for. So I'm going to have to go with a slightly more traditional, futuristic look. But I think I have a decent design set up. So I do have the resources ready to go. Now, I would have loved to have been able to put this in a time lapse, but unfortunately, I don't think that I'm going to be able to. Been trying to get it figured out. I can't get the mods to work properly. I can't get the recording software to work properly. There's some setting conflicts that I'm not quite understanding what is going on. So I'm afraid this is going to have to be updates, but yes, I'm going to get to it. Hopefully the base will look cool enough that, I won't really have to worry about it too much. Biggest issue is going to be how I'm going to start into the bottom of it. The upper portions, I think I've got a better design than the bottom. So, yeah, I'm going to start building. And I guess if I need more resources, I will be just making more. And I'll probably be making more as I go. So I'm doing a little bit of cleanup here from the wonderful dust storms that we have. And it brought to mind a little bit of a comment from one of you guys. And I had no idea this was even a thing. So apparently there are some weather deflectors or something like that. So let's take a look at weather. Whoop. So tornado sensor, weather siren, wind vane, weather radar, weather machine. Wonderful. Weather deflector. Okay, so I believe this is the thing that was being said. So this is redstone, iron, and a weather item. Weather item is iron, redstone, and gold? That's actually not bad at all. Yeah, that would save me a lot. If that will stop us from having weather issues, that would be wonderful. So let's go ahead and just get all of this stuff converted into sand, because why not? And sand right there. And these will go over here. And we've got a little bit of stuff that I actually picked up here as I walked past this. So we can't even anymore. Okay, well, I guess we'll put some eggs in there. Why not? So, we're going to need some glass here in a little bit anyway. So we need gold, iron, redstone. Alright, so let's go ahead and weather item. Okay, let's make one of those, and then a weather deflector. Okay, so what do we need to do with this thing? Don't know for sure. Is this one of those things that you just place it down and it works? We don't need to supply this with a redstone signal, do we? I don't know. We'll have to find out. So I'm just going to leave that here, and I guess if we have dust storms, I'll know that I need to look into it further, and you guys can always let me know whether or not there's anything that I need to do with that. Now, additionally, you can see my pickaxe now has Silk Touch and Haster. So I decided it might be a good idea to get some Silk Touch because, as you can see there, I've got glass, and we are putting some glass into this building as well. So I'm starting to get the beginnings of it here. Not really too happy with the width. It feels like it should be a lot wider than it is. And this is just the lower portion of it as well. So gonna have these 2 layers here that are gonna have gardens. And I don't know for sure if these are going to be functional gardens with the various crops on them, or if they're just going to be for show. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later on. You know, usability of this base is going to be a different story than design. So, you know, we are definitely going to be designing it to look neat and then figuring out what we can use it for. But after these 2 layers, we are going to have a bit of an overhang for a large tower that is going to rise up above this section. Oh, thought I saw something. I didn't. But, yeah, we are definitely getting some headway here. Also, the Silk Touch is really nice because now we can pick up grass blocks. And, actually, let's just see here. Can we? No, we can't sieve the grass blocks. Now we can surround them with our different slimes to get the slimy grass, and we can get grass seeds from random things. Okay, that's interesting. We can also paint the grass, and we can make grass covers from thermodynamics. Yeah, I don't think we'll be messing with any of that. But yes, right now I'm just trying to figure out how wide I actually want this section of the building to be. And so for that reason I am, whoops, I guess I took all of the, I took all of the concrete out of my inventory. I do need to bring that storage crate over here with all of the concrete. And I suppose actually one of the first things that I'm going to do is to set up my little concrete machine in here. Because this, as you can probably tell, this is going to take a huge amount of concrete. So, yeah, that's... I'm at least going to bring the crate over. Kind of decide whether or not I want to bring the other stuff over here in a little bit. But, yeah, I've got a lot still to do here. And I really shouldn't be using my pickaxe to break this stuff because... it actually takes durability off of tools to break these sand layers. Even though they insta-break, it seems like kind of a very poor thing to me. But I guess that's the way that it works. So, yeah, we've got to just work with it. So, I'm going to keep building, and I'll be back in a little bit. Well, just got finished with the Sunday live stream here a little bit ago, and we completely conquered this sandstone maze, doom-like dungeon, whatever it was. Yeah, this thing was pretty good size, but yeah, you can see there's a death there, and that wasn't the only death. Yeah, we had a few deaths. We had one here, one there, and one up here. And yeah, four deaths, not real bad, but we got a lot of loot. So the great majority of the loot I have here in these chests. So we got a lot of broken spawners, a bunch of spawner shards. We got 7 notch apples. I ate one and one of them despawned. I was actually rather unhappy with myself. But yeah, we got all that. We also got some music discs, a bunch of Eyes of Enders, some enchanted books. If we continue up, we got 8 regular golden apples, more music discs. We found some oil sands as I was poking around down here. Lots of sandstone blocks, lots of tools, and then also we got tons and tons of diamond gear, more music discs, lots of potions, and then of course some death information. Yeah, but yes, we have a bunch of stuff here that we can work with for spawners. So we have an Enderman spawner here and a couple of zombies. So we can really easily turn this into a place to get ender pearls and rotten flesh. If we go all the way back over in the opposite corner, I believe we have a whole bunch of skeleton spawners. Now, I broke most of the spawners, but I didn't break all of them. Now, over here in this one, yeah, right here we have a witch spawner and a couple of spider spawners that got left. So we can activate all of these spawners at once. And then over here we have a skeleton spawner. And somewhere else here, so there's another Enderman spawner. This one is a zombie spawner. And then somewhere around here I have a whole bunch of skeleton spawners in close proximity to each other. So right here, so we have one, so this is just a regular skeleton, I guess. I thought it was an ashen, but it's not. Another regular skeleton spawner. And then if we pop around here, there is another skeleton spawner in here. And this guy actually has armor. So yeah, that's going to be loads of fun. But yeah, we've got lots and lots of spawners. Obviously, there were some creeper explosions that took place. And there was actually quite a few of them. It had a lot of big frustration in what was going on here. We have another Enderman spawner. So yeah, we have tons of Enderman spawners. And I think that's going to come in really handy because we should actually be able to do an ender generator, I believe. So yes, we have the ender generator from Extra Utilities. And so just a furnace generator with some ender pearls, obsidian, and redstone shouldn't be terribly difficult to make anymore because like the machine block, nothing really all that big there. And then, yeah, iron and redstone. That should be really easy to work with. Now, the other thing, what am I looking for redstone for? We need a spawner. If we look at the spawner, there are a lot of broken spawners. There are also these powered spawners from Ender.io, which I believe is what we're going to want to be using to make use of all of those broken spawners. But I also saw this thing, the Resturbed spawner from Extra Utilities too. I have no idea what that thing is. I may have to do a little bit of research on that. But, yeah. Just happened to stumble across that as I was doing a bunch of stuff in, trying to find what we were doing. Oh, I missed a chest. What do you know? But also, we had tons and tons of, I guess we can remove all of these walls. Tons and tons of food that we needed because we were literally taking tons of damage. And so I did do a little bit more stuff to figure out what we could make for food. And we ended up with, that is not quite there yet. We ended up with these things. So we now have some foot-long sandwiches, which will make use of part of our meat that we are getting from the ground trap. I also made these peanut butter cookies. And these are really, really cheap to make, so I'm really happy with those. We found a whole bunch of pumpkin pies, and yeah, the rest of this we pretty much already had. But food is not really an issue. I also have this, the torch arrows from Quark. I had totally forgotten that this was a thing, but, oh, that was a standard arrow. So if we put a torch arrow in our offhand, we could also put it in our hotbar. But if we fire a torch arrow, it places a torch. And so I was really struggling at first, caused some major problems, and then I realized that we could just use torch arrows and light things up really, really easily. That definitely made life a lot easier, but it was still really difficult to do this. It took me 6 hours to get all the way through this entire dungeon. And so, yes, I am not really looking forward to some of the others. Obviously, we have if we go up to the surface here, we have this thing here. And actually, this square looks like it is the edge of whatever this dungeon is. So it looks to be smaller than this one here. So this one, if we look at the cave layers, we are something like 7 by 8 or 6 by 7 or 7 by 7. It's a pretty good sized area. But, you know, this is considerably larger than this space right here. So, yeah, when we go into that one, that hopefully won't be quite as big of a deal. Oh, we have a vertical chunk? Oh, neat. Oh, that's cool. I had no idea that we could do that. Okay. But yeah, that's going to be the next one, and I think we might be doing that next week. So make sure that you follow me on Twitch so that you can be notified when I go live, and hopefully I will see you at the... Oh, I just did it again. Yes, I keep doing this where I will swap my food into chest. It is really getting on my nerves. But yes, got a whole bunch of stuff to take back to the base, and then I'm gonna continue on working on the base, because obviously we still have a lot of stuff to do. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. What is this? Oh, I went the wrong direction, didn't I? Yep. I went the wrong direction away from the... whatever the monument. What did I just find? What is this thing? Oh no. That does not look good. What is this? Okay, well, it's got a whole bunch of spawners inside. Biggest problem with that is... Oh, gee, crickets, that scared me. Biggest problem with that is I don't have any torches on me. I just grabbed the last set of things. Oh. Is there going to be stuff up above in this? What on earth? Why was I able to see through that guy? And why did you set me on fire? No. Okay, well, we'll have to keep that in mind. What is that thing? I don't know. So that looks like it's straight west of the base, maybe? Straight east. I'm getting my directions all screwed up. Yeah, so I don't know what that is. Well, I'll have to go back to that sometime. So I have been here placing out tons and tons of blocks, and I realized, you know what? This is modded Minecraft. We probably have builder's wands. So if we look at maybe wand. Yeah, I figured as much. So 5 blocks on the stone wand, 9 on the iron. Whoa, 1,561 on the diamond wand? Okay, well, Unbreakable Wand. Do we do it? Do we just use one of our nether stars to make an Unbreakable Wand? You know what, to heck with it. I think we do. And my gosh, it is getting ridiculous out here. So, I think we have kind of hit summertime again, and it gets hot so fast out here. It is stupid how fast it gets hot out here, but this should make a huge difference with what I've been doing. So I'm going to grab another star and 2 sticks. Oh, this feels like it could be horrible. There it is. We have it. There's no turning back now. Well, it is what it is. So, let's head back over here, and this is going to greatly speed everything up. We could have done a much smaller wand, but why? Oh, that is so much better. One click and we place down tons and tons of stuff. All right, let's get back up here. So this is how wide I am going to be making the building. So it's enough for me to have 4 3-wide windows and then a 2-wide door in the center. So yes, it is an even center building, but I don't care. But we're also going to be placing 3 blocks of grass along the side, and so the back portion of the building is actually going to be wider than this. But this will allow us to go with another 3 window going up the face of the building. So I hope that the 2-wide center doesn't mess with this, because the last thing I want is to have to rebuild this. So yeah. Oh, that is so nice. We can so quickly place this stuff down now. And by the way, also, concrete makes you move faster. So I guess that's a thing. But yes, that's going to greatly improve my ability to build. So now that I have the basic size of the building, and also this spot actually works to cool me down. So I don't think it has so much to do with walls as it has to do with the cooling coils themselves. But yeah, I mean, maybe you need a roof, but I don't know. Anyway you look at it, that thing is keeping this area cool. We actually don't get very hot when we're standing under here. So I would imagine it probably has something to do with a roof. But yes, I can actually get going on this now. This feels so much better. So yep, I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, I don't know. I thought it was too narrow at first. Now I think it's too wide. But one thing that I do have to say that I have planned is over on this side, I want to have another building coming out of the side. So I think what I might do is actually leave these grass platforms the size that they are, move this all the way over to the edge, and move this over and just keep the top of the building at this width instead of widening it out. I don't know. I'll give that a try and see how it goes. Unfortunately, that's going to take me a little time to tear everything back down so that I can move it all over. Why do I do this? Thankfully, this portion here I'll only have to remove half of, or well, not even a half. And the part down below I'll just have to move everything over. Now the other thing is I will probably want to be changing how this part works, because I'll need the gray to go up the corners, and then I'm not sure what to do here. So yeah, I'll have to do a little thinking here, figure out how this is going to work out. But yeah, keep after it, and I'll see you guys after a bit. Well, I am definitely going to say that that is a much better width for the building as it starts to get taller. So I have also started now adding the second portion of the building over here, and as I'm adding it, I am beginning to realize that these platforms, which I thought wouldn't look bad sticking out past the edge of the main tower, might need to be trimmed back. Unfortunately, this building, or this portion of the building over here, has some diagonal windows in it, and glass panes are not going to work overly good for that. And the biggest problem with that is that I've turned all of my glass blocks into panes. So I've got to smelt a whole bunch more glass again in order to get those blocks. I guess in the meantime, I can extend this up, and I should actually be able to kind of figure out where I want this portion of the building to end, because where it ends, this blue or cyan stripe is going to angle backwards a little and then go up some more. And so at that point, I can actually start filling in the back of the main tower and complete the top of the main tower. So that should look pretty neat when it's all done. And yeah, like I said, need lots of glass. So I've got, I think, probably something like 12 stacks of glass in here, or sand in here, getting ready to cook. And so, yeah, this is going to be a little bit slow, but at the same time, it's going to get the job done. I guess one thing that I could do on that would be to set up a larger array with the extra utilities pipes, because they would be able to spread that out a lot more among more furnaces. And I don't know if we have any additional. Let's just take a look here. So furnaces, of course, we have our regular furnace. We have the powered furnace from Actually Additions. This actually, yeah, it does work as a double furnace. So that might be a little bit quicker. Electric arc furnace from Advanced Rocketry. I don't think we're going to be getting there anytime soon. Perhaps the electric furnace or the iron furnace. The iron furnace should be faster than a standard furnace. Unfortunately, we have to have the compactor in order to make that. Induction smelter. The induction furnace should be really fast, but same thing with the redstone furnace. But well, bricks wouldn't be bad, but we would need a steady supply of power. Which, I mean, this is a decently steady supply of power, but it's not great. So, yeah, we definitely need some ways to get faster smelting. So, I may have to look into that a little bit. But I think I'm going to have to do that between episodes, because I think we're close enough on this one that I'm going to just call it quits. Let some stuff get smelted, get some more building done. And I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye.